Hey, what's up, YouTube? Okay, so I'm doing another video with brand new student. You'll notice you've never seen her before. Slow down, slow down. And as per usual, I want you guys to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, and hit that notification bell so you will be notified the next time I post a video. Also, I would like you to share the video. Alright, so I just started with her. If you notice, she's looking quite stiff right about now. That's because she's new and she's nervous. But the goal is to try to get her to relax and get her to her driver's license in approximately 5 sessions. That's the plan. So today is day number 1. We're like 15 minutes into her first lesson. Alright, so we're gonna just record like a good 15-minute portion of the lesson so you can see where she is now, and then later, we'll do 1 or 2 more to see how she progresses, and ultimately to the DMV to do the driving tests, and we all could celebrate together when she passes, because she's gonna pass. Everyone passes, right? that's what's up. Everybody passes. So yeah, all right. So we're gonna just go for a nice drive. We're up in Coconut Creek right now, and we're not gonna do too much. We're not gonna do a lot of stuff. It's just for her to get used to the car, get comfortable with the car, and so on and so on. So we're not gonna be changing lanes or doing anything too serious. We're just gonna go for a good long straight drive so she can get used to it. So you were saying you're trying to go back to Connecticut?
Yes.
Yeah, bad idea.
Why is that a bad idea?
Could be in Florida. Florida is the place.
It's an alright place. It's just not
It's a great
for
place.
me. It's not the place where I feel the most comfortable with.
Well, yeah, you're comfortable in Connecticut because
And
that's where you're from.
No, I just don't know.
You're comfortable in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But Puerto Rico is an island. That's a different vibe. You know what I mean? I can feel the Puerto Rico vibe. Like I say, I'm from Jamaica, so island vibe is completely different. But in my mind, the closest you can get to actually living in an island is Florida.
See, the thing about an island is that everyone's like, I don't know, just at peace. In Florida, everyone seems like they're about to, like, they need to work all the time.
Well, it's because they need money. In the islands, like I say, I'm from Jamaica, and you can literally live with very little money because you have a lot less bills. A lot of people own the house they live in, even if it's a small house. I mean, they own the land the house is on, and they have electricity if they can afford it. Some people actually live in the country parts of Jamaica that don't have electricity because they can't afford it. So I say that to say, if you don't have any money, you can do fine in the island. You live off the land. They plant the food they eat. They live as simple as you can imagine in America, in Florida, or Connecticut, by the way. If you're an adult and you weren't born rich, you have to work. It's just the reality of life in America. It's a first world country, which means it comes with a lot of first world bills.
Yeah.
So it's not unique to Florida that people have to work. Your parents have to work. Your brother have to work.
I understand the working because it's like, how are you gonna get your money? But
Exactly.
It's like everybody's always trying to hustle. They never take a break.
That's a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
They can be lazy and not be able to pay their bills, or they can work. Hustle is a good thing.
No, you can do both.
Average Jamaican have 3 jobs. How about that?
What?
The average Jamaican person, if they don't have one job that pays well, they will do 3 jobs to make ends meet.
Okay,
It's
but
that
when do
simple.
you live your life? That's smart. You work a lot of jobs. I get it.
Okay, when do you live your life? What is life if you can't pay your bills?
What is life if you can't live? Because
Well, I mean, living is important. I get it.
What's the point of just paying your bills if you're just paying your bills and you're not getting to do anything else?
Hey.
You're working and paying your bills all the time.
I am not going to argue with you on that because I agree with you 100%. That is the reason I'm self-employed. I'm an entrepreneur. I went to school for architecture. I could have made a decent living, but I make a lot more doing this because this is my business. So everyone is not going to be an entrepreneur, and everyone is not going to make enough money from one job so they can just chill. And I always argue the fact that most people don't get to do anything except go to work, go home, sleep, go to work, go home, sleep, and they repeat that until they die. I say that 100,000 times.
But that's not good.
But that's reality.
Yeah, it is.
I have traveled the entire world. Like, I've been everywhere. I've been all over Africa. I've been all over Europe. I've been all over the Caribbean. And I absolutely believe people should be able to live and not just work. Because, I mean, if you think about it, the average person, well, like I said, will work and sleep and work and sleep until they get sick and die. It's that simple. So put yourself in a position where you can make good money so you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And find a husband that is in the position so you don't have to live that mundane life. Because that's the reality that most people have. It's just the facts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. People shouldn't have to do that, but that is what people do. And at your age, you have the luxury of saying that because guess what? The people that's working, they're doing it so you can stay home and chill.
Yeah, but then I fight with them about the same thing.
Yeah, but you can't fight with them because they're working to pay the bills.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, slow down. Slow down. You're waiting way long. Okay, good. And then you have to press so hard because you waited that long. You understand?
Yeah.
So if you start slowing down early enough, then you wouldn't have to press that hard. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, I mean, you could argue with your parents because they're working too much. But if they don't work so much, then you'll be arguing with them when they can't pay the bill. Like, Dad, what the hell's wrong with you?
But they still go out. Like you still see them like.
Of course, they have to try to live a little. But the fact is, I mean, I always say, you know, when you look at most homeless people that you see, right? You see a homeless guy living under the bridge. You'll see a lot of homeless men. Very rarely, if ever, do you ever see a homeless family.
Yeah.
You know, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If a guy does not provide for his family, he will be left alone to live under the bridge. Period. Someone will take in the wife and the family. There's so many government organizations that can help the family, but the guy that is not providing will lose the respect of wife and kids, and will end up under the bridge his damn self by himself. That's just the reality. I've seen that and I've commented on that multiple times. Like, all these homeless men, if you talk to them, I mean, some of them are on drugs, obviously. Some of them have mental issues. But there are some of them that is homeless that have no issue except they're not working and they don't have the money to pay the bills. And all of those guys, some of those guys were actually corporate people that was making real money.
They just went bankrupt and then they didn't
Exactly. And end up nobody cares because, okay, if you're a guy and you can't pay the bills, you get no respect from nobody, including your own kids.
But from a girl, it's just the only reason. But that's starting to become a theme with girls too.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, in most cases, everyone in this society is expected to work, right? Like it's just practical for everybody to work because people can't just afford to pay all of these ridiculous bills by themselves.
Yeah.
But again, if there's a man and a woman in the house and the bills cannot be paid, the guy is the one everyone is looking at that like, what's wrong with this worthless man? Why is he not doing more to take care of his family? It's kind of a double-edged sword. Society, they expect a man to do certain things. It's just a manly thing to be able to take care of your family. You understand?
Yeah.
But if you...
But it's like, that's because of old times.
Old times, but it still persists.
Yeah.
On some level. It's a double standard. Because if you dare say a woman have a place in the house, which I don't believe, by the way, don't kill me on that. But if you say that, you will be ostracized, right?
Yeah.
But the same old-time ideology says the guy is supposed to go out and take care of his family. So how do you square that? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I ask questions. It's what I do. But yeah, I feel like everyone should work, and as much as you need to take care of what you need to take care of. Slow down. See the red light? Relax. Relax. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we're up in Boca. So see, you're not doing bad at all.
Wait, where?
We're in Boca.
Really?
Yes. It's a straight drive, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decent drive. Yeah, society. As you get older, you'll realize. I mean, it doesn't matter where you live, actually, because you know those responsibilities will come in Connecticut also.
They will, and they will come harder because I'm gonna be living with my sister, not my
You
parents.
see what I'm saying? And sister will not tolerate what your parents will.
No.
And your sister is going to expect you to get up, get out, work, pay your portion of the bill.
Yeah.
And she's going to be like, I'm not your parents. Like, what's wrong with you? So, yeah.
But I work. I keep.
I mean, work is important. It is what it is. For me personally, there's nothing I hate more than like a lazy man. Like a man that does not work.
Okay, and a woman too.
I mean, I hate a lazy person, period.
Okay, see, that's yeah.
But I hate a lazy man more.
Why?
Because a man is supposed to work. I mean, I'm old fashioned, say that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The way I was raised, my dad took care of the bills.
Okay.
In Jamaica, where I was raised, most of the time, the men are out working, paying the bill, taking care of the bills, and the women are just home, taking care of the family and the kids. That is the way Jamaica was when I left. I left a long time ago, though. I left when I was 13. So nowadays, you will find that women are more in the workforce than when I was a younger child in Jamaica. But growing up in Jamaica, most of the time, the women are just taking care of the kids in the house. That's just the way it was. And like I say, a lot of girls are going to school now and becoming professionals, so that's a whole different story in 2020. But you know, I was always raised in a house where the women are well, in Jamaica, I shouldn't say, because here my stepmom is a nurse.
Okay.
Well, was a nurse, so she's always worked, right? So I'm talking about in Jamaica. It's just kind of the norm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am of the mindset that
I think it's just
as a guy, you gotta work.
I was raised with so many women that told me not to let a guy, not to be the one to stay home.
Well, I mean, like I said, in this society, it's kind of impractical to expect to stay home unless you marry a person that makes really good money. You know, for the most part, everyone needs to go to work. It's not because they really want to.
Yeah.
They need to go. You know, I personally don't mind taking care of a woman if I can afford it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm making enough money to pay the bills, I'm not gonna be stressing that
That she's
my
working.
wife is not paying no bill, because I mean that's not my thing. I mean, my wife works and she makes good money, and I still pay most of the bills. She makes really good money, and she takes care of her own personal stuff.
Yeah.
The bills that she creates herself, she pays, and I pay mortgage and insurance and all of the stuff that the bigger bills. I pay the bigger bills. She pays her bills. So that's a fair trade, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we're up all the way up there. What time is it? 8:31. So you say you've been down here for 3 years.
Yeah.
Where have you gone, though? What have you done? Nothing?
I've been to Miami. I think that's where I like it the most.
I mean, Miami is cool. South Beach, whatever.
I like life. I think that's the thing with me. I like life.
Who doesn't like life?
Exactly. But and like I don't know, for a lot of the Papua, you don't really feel it like that.
Well, I mean, where you live is really just suburbs. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Just an apartment complex. So yes, you're not gonna find anything
But
to do there.
I was in Fort Lauderdale, like that when I first came.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a lot of time in Fort Lauderdale.
The Fort Lauderdale is actually cool. Like downtown Fort Lauderdale, there's a lot to do. There's a strip down there by the riverfront. That's just a lot of stuff to do, especially nightlife.
I like going in Las Olas.
Las Olas is nice. That's what I'm saying. That area, that whole area is very nice. But yeah, where you live, like I live in Lauderdale Lakes. There's nothing there. It's just houses.
Yeah.
So you definitely have to, when you start driving, you will notice a big difference.
I think that's what it is. It's just that I'm stuck at home.
You're stuck at home. That's exactly what it is. When you're driving, it'll be different. You jump in your car and you go where you want to go.
Yeah.
So that's a whole different thing than being stuck in the house. I get being stuck in the house. That's why you feel like that. But once you start driving, that will all change. Yeah, I think I made this video long enough. I don't want to just go on and on with the video. But you notice though, since we're talking and whatnot, you're not really stressing that much.
Yeah.
It's like nice and chill. You see that? That's why I do that. Conversation kind of breaks the ice and make you relax. So it only gets better. All right. So yeah, take a good look at her because she's gonna be an expert driver before you know it.
Hopefully.
Not hopefully. Yes, you will be. We speak that into existence. That's just how it is. Every student gets good.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Most faster than they think. All right. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Like it, share it, and hit that bell. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe please, because I need you guys to help me to build the channel. I want this channel to be larger than life. So help me to push me up there. All right. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.